Hello children, hope you all are doing well. So for your Western music lessons, I'm going to do a practical lesson today, a piano exercise. So I hope that you all have got the notations that I have sent you through your website. So it's better if you can keep the notations with you, and then you can follow the notes with me. So it's something with chords, so you can remember the tonic triads we learned. So just like the tonic triads, we have 3 note chords. So simply we have 2 main chords in this piece. So I hope that you will practice this stuff this after learning this from me. So we'll go to the lesson. It's a 16 bar piece written. So when we look at the time signature, it's written in 3/4 time signature. So that means 3 crochet beads in a bar. So we have to play on both hands, sometimes rests. So we'll try to play it. Now first of all, I will play it and show you. Then after that I'm going to explain it from right hand and left hand separately, so it will be easy for you to practice. So before that, I will play the whole piece, whole exercise from the beginning, so then you can know what is it like. That's your piece. So it's very simple. It's a very simple tune, but you have to practice with the chords because we haven't played music earlier with chords. So you all know about the tonic triads and all. So I thought to give this type of exercise for you. So before we go to both hands, I'm going to explain from right hand separately and again from left hand separately. So first, when you before you start to play, check the clef and the key signatures and the notes that you have given. So it was written in as I mentioned earlier, it was written in the 3/4 time signature, that means triple time. So in every bar there should be 3 crochets, and you can see in the corner of at the beginning of the piece the key signature was given. So it was written as the third line as a flat, because it's a that means it's a B flat. So we know if we get B flat as the key signature, the key should be F major. So this exercise or this piece of music is written in F major. So we'll try to play from the beginning. So you all know the time values of the notes. I will remind you. We have 2 counts for a minim and 1 count for a crochet, and we have 3 counts for a dotted minim, and we only have those 3 types of notes, and we can see the crochet rests are there, and also the minim rests and the semi-breve rests are there. Yeah, the semi-breve rests are there. So I'm going to play it from the beginning. I will count and play, so then you can know, you can count and play while you are practicing. So I'm starting from the right hand. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. That is up to 8 bars. So we didn't get any B's there. So if we get a B note, since we got the key signature as B flat, in every place that we get B, we should play a B flat instead of B natural if they haven't put the natural sign, because the key signature is B flat. So if in every place that we get B note, we should play the B flat there. So up to from the first bar to 8th bar, we don't have any B notes that we found for the right hand part, so that's okay. So then we'll move to the 9th bar and we'll continue. Now we have the chord there. Now we have a triad there, right? So the first beat is a rest, so we don't need to play rest. If we see a rest sign, we don't need to play any notes there. So your first beat is a rest. So 1, 2, 3. 2, 3 notes are there, and you can see the finger marks have written on the notation. So you can put the given fingers to the relevant notes. So we have F, A and C, the triad. So the fingers was given 1, 3, 5. It's easy to move our fingers. So our first beat is a rest. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. In all 4 bars from bar 9, we have crochet rest at the beginning for the first beat. So we don't need to play notes. We have to continue with the second beat. Then we'll move to the next bar, and we have separate notes, and also the fingers are given there. So I will play. 1, 2, 3. There we have a slur written there. That means it's those are tied notes, because though they separated from the bar line, those 2 notes are on the same place. In the first space F, it's the first space F. So it was marked with a slur. That means those are tied notes. Now we learned earlier, tied notes are the notes that when we play the tied notes, we don't need to play the second note given from the tied notes. We have to hold the first note according to the value of the second note also. So we don't need to play those 2 bars. We actually the last bar, the dotted minimum of the last bar, we don't need to play that. We have to hold our finger from the before the last bar. That means I will play from the 4 bars before the last bar. So it should be like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We have to hold our finger till the end, because the tie is given there. So we don't need to play the second note. Once again, I am going to play from the beginning, so then it will be easy for you. Again from the beginning, I will count and play. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then the rest. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's very easy if you practice your both hands separately. Now we'll move to the left hand part, your bass clef notes. Now the opposite way of your right hand part, you have the chords in the beginning and the melody after the next set of bars. So there you have the chord of FAC, the same chord but in different notes. Now you have the 4th line F, your 5th line A, and your middle C in bass clef. You have the same fingering 5, 3, 1, and your first beat is a rest. So it should play like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you have a semi-brief rest there. So a whole bar rest for your left hand. So then we'll move to the next bar. Separate notes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If we have rests, we don't need to play any notes. So we have to give the correct time value for the rest also. So I'm going to start from the 6th bar. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you can see I kept the rest, the correct value of the rest. So then if you count and practice, it will be easy for you to continue with your pieces. Not only for this piece, you can continue this method for your all the next pieces, your future pieces, or any other pieces that you are going to play in future. You can apply this method, so then it will be easy. As I told you earlier also, it's easy when you practice both hands separately, and when you practice, you have to count according to the time, and then it will be easy for you to practice. So now I'm going to play in both hands. So when you practice, after you practice your right hand part and your left hand part separately, then you can make sure that you know I know the tune, right? Then after that, when you are okay with the tune and the notes of your right hand and left hand, then you can slowly practice in your both hands. So I'm going to play the same tune with both hands separately. I'm going to count like that. You have to count while you are playing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now if you count and practice, it will be very easy for you all to play any kind of a piece. Now this is a simplified version. This is a small exercise for you all. But anyway, when you play some most pieces with many variations, expressions and all, when we practice those things, it's better if you train to count with the time value and practice your parts separately and all. So it will be easy for you all. So I'm going to play the same tune again from the beginning without counting. So you just listen to it and then practice at home. practice that part, this exercise. And also when you practice, please remember to practice your scales. And we did the scales from grade 6. You learned scales from your grade 6 class. So you have to practice the scales now. I want you all to practice the C major scale. You all know the C major scale, G major scale, and D major scale, and your F major scale. I hope you will practice. It's better you can go for 2 octaves like this. But anyway, if you can't go for 2 octaves, you can practice it for 1 octave. That's okay if you play up for 1 octave, but I prefer I want you all to practice up to 2 octaves. If you have any problem, you can let me know. But now you are staying at home, so you can practice those things very well. So please try to get your C major scale, at least your C major scale, and the G major you can play up to 2 octaves. I mean the both hands. First, just as the piece I told you, you have to play your right hand separately and your left hand. When you practice your right hand separately and then go for your left hand. Then after that, when you are sure with your notes and your fingers, then try to play it both hands, right? So then after that it will be easy for you all. Otherwise it may be very difficult for you all to go for 2 octaves. And also I hope you will practice all the scales and the exercise that I have sent you. So if you have any troubles, you can just inform me from a message on your website. So if someone didn't get the copy of the notations, you can let me know. So just practice everything. I want you all to practice, and also study all the theory lessons that we have done during the school time. Keep practicing and do your work well.